that aspect of your character came after what I think is the more dramatic storyline. I mean, it was so significant, and you know, that lesbian kiss became part of the
and the 90s Britpop thing, but exactly.
Yeah,
So
it became significant on so many levels in popular culture, and as we said, it was used in the Olympics of 2012 opening ceremony to symbolise probably, I don't know, to symbolise tolerance, I guess.
Yeah, it was a huge shock.
And you didn't know that was going to happen?
The kiss?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. We had no idea. When Mal Young called me, I don't even know if they did. I knew that Phil Redmond had an idea that they wanted to look into two girls potentially being in love. And I remember going into his office and him saying, right, would you want to do this? And I had a few days to process it, and said, as long as it doesn't look like that she's become a lesbian because she was sexually abused and a victim of domestic violence. I said, because it can't be something that happens because something's wrong with you. And I don't know why I was savvy enough to understand it at that time. But so once, if you bring it in, if you bring that whole world in, she has to always be a lesbian. It's not just a passing, shocking phase. And perhaps why I think it's when I read things back, it's as if I'm defensive about soap. So because I don't put Brookside in the same category of what soap was at that time. It was, and I actually didn't watch it, to be honest. I was a Corrie watcher, and I was like, Brookside, I think that's the Channel 4 thing. Yeah. And I'd watched a few episodes, and it was different because I don't know if you know, but most soaps are all shot on multi-camera. And whereas Brookside was such a wonderful training because it's a single camera. So if you're doing a mid shot or a wide shot, you've got to do the scene perhaps 15 times, and that's if you get your lines right. And it was actually shot in a studio, not in a studio, in the real houses. Yeah. So it was a great training for me of it's exactly how they shoot film and dramas.